So I'm going to start the new year, which I know hasn't started yet, but tomorrow is going to be the New Year's, and I'm going to try and do monthly favorites again. I kind of fell off that a lot. I only think I have like 2 or 3, so we're going to try and do that again this year. And yeah, sorry if I sound sick, because I am sick again. So your girl has some tea right here to help me get through this video. Sorry for my phone. And we're just gonna get on with my December's favorites. Okay, so the first monthly favorite I'm going to talk about is something that I did not purchase in December, but I have been using it like crazy. Pretty much every single time you see me wearing makeup on my channel. It's from the Kat Von D Saint & Sinner palette. This palette is amazing. It was the best purchase I made in 2017. I still haven't used all the colors, but I am branching out. So yeah, this was such a good buy for me, and I have so much pigment left on the ones that I have been using readily. So this is like my favorite palette ever. I have 3 other palettes. I've always been kind of a drugstore makeup person because I just thought it wasn't worth it. But for me, the price of this and the amount of colors and the pigment that you get out of them, it's totally worth it. So this is my makeup favorite. This is the first one, and I think I only have 2 makeup favorites. So the next favorite for December is the Wet n Wild brushes that you can get from various dollar stores. You can purchase these from Dollar General, you can purchase these from Walmart, you can purchase these from Dollar Tree. Now, Dollar General sells the biggest brushes for $3.50, but if you go to a Dollar Tree, you get the range of brushes for $1. So each individual brush from Wet n Wild at a Dollar Tree is $1. So Dollar Tree is my favorite dollar store for December. I bought a lot of these brushes at Dollar Tree, and I got some really cute mugs that I can't show you guys because I wrapped them up already. They're gifts that are going to be really super late, but I got amazing mugs. They're super cute, and their glassware is amazing. Like, if you need glassware and your glassware is looking kind of ratchet, like, go to Dollar Tree. Like, throw all your old crap out, go to Dollar Tree and look at their glassware, their mugs, their plates. It's all super nice. So the next thing that I'm going to talk about, I guess, will be hair. So I guess I will talk about the dry shampoo Batiste. Everybody's been using this and I haven't. I just didn't like really know where to find it. I did, but Ulta's kind of, my Ulta is such a pain to get to. It's in the mall. The mall parking spots are super teeny, and our truck is really big, and if I go at night, like, my car doesn't have the best headlights, so like my car will fit in there, but it's just a pain. The mall is such a pain, and Ulta is in the mall, so I didn't want to go. But then I started looking up because, like, I changed my hair color and I didn't want to wash it because I was having problems to getting this red orange color to stay in. Like, every time I washed it, it would wash out, and I was just like, well, I can't just not wash my hair. So I decided to look into dry shampoo and who else carried the dry shampoo besides Ulta, because I know you can get this in Ulta. So Target popped up. Walmart, I guess, carries it too, except for I cannot find it in my Walmart. So I went to Target and I purchased this, and this works really well. It also helps with, like, body, which you can't tell right now because my hair is halfway up. But yeah, this works really well. They have a dark edition too, which I couldn't find, but I just wear this is the white one, the original, clean, classic. And I just brush the white out, and it really doesn't matter. I don't see it too much, especially if, like, I brush it out really well and, like, just brush one side over and then the other, and then I get, like, the dry shampoo all into my hair, so I don't notice the white specks in my hair, even though my hair, as you can see, is super dark. The next hair thing I'm going to talk about is a straightening flat iron heat protectant. Now I usually use Schwarzkopf's Got To Be Guardian Angel, but like my dollar store stopped carrying it or didn't have it or whatever, so I tried this. This works really good. I really didn't want to stop using Guardian Angel, but I kind of had to because I don't straighten my hair unless I have protectant spray. It freaks me out. I just like hear burning and I'm like, oh god. So yeah, this smells pretty good, works pretty good. It doesn't leave your hair like feeling like it's got like something left on it after you straighten it. So I would recommend this as a backup if you use Guardian Angel but you can't find it. So that is Garnier Flat Iron Perfector, and it's got argan oil from Morocco in it. So sleek. And then the last thing that I'm going to talk about as far as hair is Arctic Fox. So I've never used this dye before because it's been like, I don't want to order dye online. I did it once. It kind of bit me in the ass a little bit because I had to wait for it. So Hot Topic carries it too, but once again there's the mall situation. And then I found out that Sally's is going to carry it, so I was like, well, let me try it. And Sally's hasn't gotten it in our area yet, but I think California, Washington, and Texas is getting it in the stores right now. But you can order Arctic Fox from Sally's Beauty online. But I'm very excited that they are carrying this because I've heard a lot of it. A lot of people stick to this dye. Once they use it, like that's it. They don't like mess with any other dye. It's just Arctic Fox, and that's all I hear about from a lot of people that I'm friends with on Facebook that have colored hair. Arctic Fox is the way to go. And yeah, I tried the Porange, which is like a pink orange. This is also a black like reactive dye. I'm sorry, I'm trying to pick like my disgusting hairs off this bottle because obviously I've dyed my hair with this. Things about this dye, it smells amazing. It smells like bubble gum. It goes on super smooth and it made my hair feel amazing. It's staying. I think it more has to do with like the colors that I had under my hair previous to that, because I'm trying not to bleach this part of my hair, and it had to go through like the green and whatever else I had underneath the green. So my hair's been several colors. If you've been on this channel long enough, you know that. But I would recommend this. I'm so excited that Sally is going to carry this. I don't know how much it's going to be. It's a little pricey when you go through Hot Topic. I think I paid like $12 for this. And I had a $5 off or 5% off thing for my birthday or whatever. So it was like $11 plus tax. Compared to like Ion, which I usually dye my hair with, which is like $5. And like you can get your whole head done in 2 tubes. It's kind of more expensive, but I do have to say that I did my whole head twice with this bottle. This is a 4-ounce bottle, and I still have a little bit left. Probably not enough to cover my hair again, but 2 dyeings out of 4 ounces leads me to believe that this is a pretty good pigmented hair color. So yeah, recommend Arctic Fox. And then the next thing that I'm going to talk about, because I'm sick, is I've been drinking massive amounts of tea. So I've been going through my Spooky Box tea, which I never, like, I'm not much of a tea drinker. So I didn't think I was gonna, but I am, and I like all of them, but I think my favorite is the Enchanted Berry Tea Blend, and you can see how cute this is. I don't even remember what box this came from, but it's super, super good. And I've also been using my Skull, turn around little guy, this is my Skull tea strainer because this is loose tea, so oh my god, it's so good. It's like heaven on my throat because my throat is dying, guys. So the next thing that I'm gonna talk about is okay. So for like my YouTube ideas and stuff like that and videos that I come across, I have a notebook. This is the field notes from, I guess I got this from Loot Anime, I think. Yeah, one of the anime crates. Anyways, I got this. It's a ruby notebook. And as you can see, it's like completely full. I have one page left. So, Spooky Box again came to the rescue and sent me a new notebook, and it's coffin shaped and it says Spooky Box Club on the back, and I love it. It's very good quality. I already have stuff written in here about a J Beauty K beauty site that I want to check out, and that's pretty much it for my December favorites. Oh wait, I did want to talk about podcasts for you guys, because I have been going podcast crazy lately. So there are 3 that I've been listening, and I just found another one, so I guess I can talk about that too. So the first one that I came across was Generation Y, and that's WHY. And you can find them on Stitcher. They are not on iHeartRadio, but they talk about true crime events and like weird stories, and they've been going on for 5 years, so I recommend you guys check that out. They do an amazing job about their podcast, There's 2 guys that do it. They talk to each other, and yeah, I recommend that highly. The next one that I've been watching a lot, it's a podcast. Okay, so the next one that I've been listening to a lot is called The Sword and Scale, and it's total true crime. It's actually, if you guys do not like brutal recounts and 911 calls of the victims and all of that, it might be hard for you to listen to. If that's not your thing, if you think it's gonna give you nightmares, you might want to steer clear of Sword in the Scale. Maybe like just try a couple episodes, and if it gets too much to you, skip a couple. But it's a really good podcast, and he works really, really hard on it. I'm gonna try and put their names that do the podcast next to the picture that I will put over here of the podcast, like their thumbnail, their little design for their podcast. But he works really hard on digging up the 911 calls, which is amazing, and it's really scary. Like, some of the stuff on that show is truly heartbreaking, but I can't get enough of it. I am always been a true crime like addict. So I've always been a true crime addict, and I love listening to that stuff. So Sword in the Scale is definitely something that you might want to check out if that's what you're into too. And then the last podcast that I'd like to talk about is actually ran by like a podcast network. I think they're called Parcast, and they have a couple shows. So the first one that I found out about is called Serial Killers, and they talk about all the different serial killers, and it's a guy and a girl that hosts, and like they just go into the psychology of the serial killer, and they just research a lot about different serial killers, and they don't glorify it. They do not make it a cool thing, because it's not a cool thing, but it is interesting, and I am interested in that subject. So I like their serial killer podcast, and they've also started doing another one that's called Cults. And they all, so Generation Y, Serial Killers, and Cults can be found on Stitcher. I haven't found them on any other podcast site. And then The Sword and the Scale you can find on Stitcher and iHeartRadio, and probably others, but those are the ones that I listen to. So they have a cult one too, and it just goes into all of the different cults, and there's some cults that I haven't even heard of. You know, everybody knows about Jonestown, everybody knows about Heaven's Gate, but they've just dug up some cults that I've never even heard of. Like, did you guys know that Canada had a cult, and it was crazy? Like, the stuff that the leader did was insane, like, just so crazy. So I would recommend those podcasts to you guys, and I will insert their pictures when I'm talking about them. So yeah, those are going to be my favorites for December. Hopefully this trend continues and I get January favorites done. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on other social media. My links will be posted in the description down below. Hit that notification bell so you guys know when I upload. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!